And it says we're live. Welcome back to Crypto Hulk program, December 27th. Oh, yeah. I had an AM show really kind of early in the morning around 9:45 or 10. So it was like 1 p.m. East Coast. And now it is almost 10 p.m. East Coast time. It's probably 9:45 p.m. in New York and up and down the East Coast. Welcome back, everybody, to the show, my educational program. That's all this is education, education. Yes. Crypto She-Hulk, welcome to the Crypto Hulk show, she says. For the over the last month and a half, you've really been pumping out some true info shows. Well, that's what we do here. We're always living and learning, as they say. Let's see. Sorry, I don't have a link for the paper. Let's see what we got going on here. Ricky Matthews, Henry Brown. Let's see what good old Henry Brown has to ask us today. Showing support, not much, but we here. Let's go, Crypto Hulk. Yes. Wealth Vision Limited. Gonna be a great night show. Yes. Chris is here. Donkey Don Quixote. Nice name. Tequila Mockingbird Fun. Now that's what I'm talking about, man. I might have some after the show. We shall see. I got some decent stuff, some good stuff. Beach Bum is here. What does good old Henry Brown have to tell us? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer of any sort. I'm not a government official, and anything I say is a lie. If I tell you something, don't believe it. Anything I say is for entertainment purposes only, by Jove. Spencer and Ricky, XRP Mama's like, yo. Terry Tool, welcome back again there, my friend. Uddy to Earth, back again. And that guy's been on here like forever on this show. Something must be wrong with these people. 9:45 in Hotlanta. Melissa G. Good evening, Professor. Dagger Skateboards. Ooh, good little crowd going on here. Whopping 37 people. Oh, shit. James Fowler. Thanks, James, for that. Happy Tuesday night, brethren and sister and Crypto Cat. Hey, Hulk. I see you over there. Can't be hiding Crypto Hulk. Oh, God. Sagor is back again. Helio, Bob, Phoenix, and Dragon. Let's get on with it. I'm 12 years short of a GED. Oh, my God. I'm 12 years short of a GED, but I got XRPs. Fuck the SEC. Oh, wow. He's a poet and didn't know it. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to do the disclaimer. Did I do a disclaimer? Can't remember. I got out of a dry sauna, came home, cleaned up, so my brain's a little bit not there. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. I know nothing. I know nothing about what I'm saying. It's a total lie. Everything on this channel is designed to get you financially destroyed. My advice is the worst advice in the world. Okay. We're going to combine the shows today. One, because this is like I already did like 2 shows in the morning, and then I'm bitching like a, so we're going to do one show. I'm going to start off, Craig, thanks Craig for that donation. Appreciate it greatly. So here's where you get your money's worth. We're going to do a mini deep dive to start off the program. Oh, Don, you're a little controversial.
controversial. You're talking about illegal immigration. I said, it's illegal.
I love this little thing. I think I got it like right before he was running for president, and it's like,
we are going to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C.
I fucking love it because it irritates people. That's the only reason I love it. Is because people get so that fucking communist. Like that's why I bought that little thing for like $15 or $20. Exactly the reason. I like living on the wild side, right? Danger and shit's my middle name. Okay, here we go. Crypto Hulk, get back to the reality here, buddy. We're paying big bucks for this, so. Oh boy, Jove, I'm gonna do a small deep dive, eh? And it's guaranteed for your money back. I got about 5 slides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 maybe. Well, let's look here. Okay, now we're getting down to business. December 26, 2022. This news is from yesterday. Later, I'm going to give you news that's very similar to this right here 4 years ago. Okay? There's a reason. Well, Crypto Hulk, why are you showing us an article that's 4 years old? Because your fucking ass forgot about it. That's why I'm going to show it again. God, some of these dumbasses, like low IQ individuals, trying to help me with my channel. Hoo-wee, trying to be a Christian. Most of the time I fail, but once in a while I can do it. Keep my mouth shut. Japan's MUFG to invest $200 million into Indonesian fintech. It's called Akulaku. Akulaku. Okay. Now, what's the significance of this? You got Indonesia with a population about the same as the United States. The significance is like there was just a fintech shindig, if you want to call it that, soiree for those Southern folk, and a meeting for us California people. And what happened in Indonesia is they were for like 2 years, I believe, in charge of the G20. Now India is. They get like 2 years to run it, run the crypto. Okay. Here we have a Japanese bank. Oh, I'm gonna show you why all this shit's important. Crypto Hulk, are you really gonna give us a fucking history lesson? Yeah. So you got MUFG Bank is giving this Indonesian Akalaki whatever bank $200 million, right? What the fuck? Why do we have to hear all this? Japan's Mitsubishi UF, they say J, but it's MUFG, said on Monday its banking will give this Indonesian tech company. See, they're trying to get all these broke down countries all hooked up first. You seeing what's going on? Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, all these countries that are like, that don't even invent the crypto. These people, 70-80% don't even have bank accounts. You see where all this is going? The continent of Africa. Wait, hold on. I'll show you I don't want to get to it right away. You gotta always have dessert last, all right? So now I want you to see what's going on. This is really fucking important. It's all coming together in Asia. Asia. It's coming together in Asia. It's like the spoke of a bicycle. All these countries are now, these 13 Asian countries, Vietnam, Thailand, all that shit, right? They're all coming together. I want you to see this. Japan is like giving Indonesia like 200 million bucks to get their shit together, all right? But look down here, backed by China's Alibaba Group. Well, ain't that something? Now we've got the communists involved in this. See, they're all mixed right in with Ripple. I will show you they are mixed. The Chinese are so in deep up to their neck in Ripple, okay? They don't want to admit it. So what do? Backed by China's Alibaba Group, Akulaku. So wait a second, Crypto Hulk. I thought we were talking about Indonesia. Now we're talking about China. Where's all this going? You've got China all up in Indonesia. The Alibaba Group is you know how stuff in China and Russia is. It's half the government owned. We all know. Come on now. So you've got the Chinese Communist Party mixed in with Aku Laku because they don't want to deal directly with Ripple. See, now we're starting to use all these little shell companies. See where all this is going? I hate to use crude examples sometimes, but everybody's at the party and the lights go off, and then I'll leave it at that. Okay, everybody gets real friendly, all right? But then the lights come back on, nobody wants to talk to anybody because I don't like you. You're an American. Oh, you're Chinese. You weren't saying that shit 5 minutes ago. You got China has a little darling, and it's called Aku Laku Bank. They decide to work with them, and it just so happens. Here we go. Now we're almost done with this article. That Thailand, the Siam Commercial Bank, they gave him 100 million. Oh, well, let's kind of dig a little bit here, Crypto Hulk. First off, we've got three things. Japan's MUFG. Who are they really, Crypto Hulk? And Aku Laku. Who are they mixed up with? That's two. And then Siam Commercial Bank. Who are they bumping uglies with on the weekend? Well, let's go to our next article, which I'll copy and paste for you on our little journey of, let's see what Ripple is doing all around the world. What is Crypto Hulk showing us? Next article, MUFG Bank partners with Ripple. Well, son of a bitch, Crypto Hulk. The Japanese are all knee deep into yeah. MUFG is Ripple. Just thought I'd put that out there. This article is from 4 years ago, pretty much almost exactly. Ripple has been in so deep with Japan, all over Asia. So you've got Ripple working with the Japanese. So they're like bed buddies. And then the MUFG then works with Aku Laku, who's working with the Chinese. Yep, they're all buddies. And then you got Siam Commercial Bank mixed in. Ooh, lordy, Crypto Hulk, what else you got for us? Well, if you scroll down in this article a little bit, kids, it says Japan's Mitsubishi UFJ Bank announced the signing of a MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding with, here we go, now we've got Brazil. Damn, Crypto Hulk. Ripple's got the whole fucking planet. It's looking like, yeah, if I had a long enough show, I could probably show a tie to every country in the world practically. We have now MUFG, bed buddies with Ripple, and here we have Brazil's Banco Bradesco. Isn't this something? And then we all know that about a couple years ago, Ripple had a private meeting with the Brazilian central bank, and it wasn't too long before then where they decided to work on a central bank digital currency. And just somehow, Ripple moves to Brazil and opens up a hub. Very interesting. There's almost no official tie between the Brazilian central bank and Ripple. It's kind of like, it's kind of like a side chick or something. I wouldn't know anything about that personally. But well, maybe when I was like 20. But that's what's going on. You got a lot of these connections here. But MUFG, it says, bank is Japan's largest. And oh, damn, MUFG is Japan's largest bank. Whew, wow. And the world's fifth largest bank. Ripple joins MUFG, the world's fifth largest bank. The Chinese are involved, Thailand's involved, Brazil's involved. They're all involved. Keep it going, Crypto Hulk. Don't stop now. Don't stop. Get it, get it. That's the way. Okay. Let me give you this link right here. Way to get a load of this. Here's the Akulaki. It gives you their development history. We can scroll down to 2014 when the company was started. I don't care about that. I care about 2021. I want everybody to look at 2021. At the very last few words, it says Thailand's Siam Commercial Bank. Oh, Siam Commercial Bank is linked in to Akulaki. Kind of sounds like Anunnaki. Copy. I think this is your last link, everybody. No more links after this. Oh, come on, Crypto Hunk. We like the links. Well, I don't got any more. What do we have here? Siam Commercial Bank taps Ripple for cross-border payments. This is January of 2020, just about 3 years ago. Are you kind of seeing something here? Yeah. Ripple for like 4 years has been all over doing all these things, but you don't hear about it because a lot of it's secret. So Siam Commercial Bank links up with Ripple, but then they're helping out this Anunnaki that's dealing with the Chinese. So now you got the Thai interacting with the Chinese, but not Ripple directly interacting with the Chinese. It's also in Hong Kong, I believe. There's something called the Liang Bank. Maybe that's in China. I could be wrong. I'm sure one of you guys knows. I could look it up, but I'm doing important stuff right here, by the way. But the Liang Bank, I believe, is a Tranglo partner. That's a Chinese bank, which is Liang. Tranglo is 40% owned by Ripple. So Liang is like a half Chinese bank or something. I think it's in Thailand or maybe China. That's all. Everything's all Ripple. You get it? But they use like little shell companies and try to hide all this shit. And then you get people that say, "Oh, crypto has no use," which we're going to get into in a minute. Oh, trust me. I still have to destroy these public figures that we got that are so fucking stupid. Amy Merkel, thank you very much for your donation to the channel. Professor Hulk, thanks for a year of news and your views. I'm ready for it all to come together in the United States. Well, you'd think so. The news that I've been reading, some of these articles, 3-4 years old. Like, really? Like, what's taking so long, right? You know all this stuff's done, okay? When they announce, oh, we're going to do a study, dude, you're stalling. This is just my viewpoint. Like, what do I know? Just sit on the damn floor, right? And go off on rants and cuss and stuff at people. Look, if Ripple has been in, like, let's say Thailand for 4 years, I mean, what do you think? Like, they're not doing nothing? Oh, we haven't done anything at all. No, they've tested all this shit. They're using all the XRP now. It's on a private ledger. It's why we don't see it. Country by country is getting linked in. They're using Accenture or different names for different shell companies, linking all these Ripples linking up with company to get the whatever. I mean, it's all Ripple. It's just they want one or two companies. It's like, okay, there's America and here's us. We want 2 or 3 banks in between because we don't want to do business with America. And America's looking at the Russians like, oh, we don't want to do business with Russia. Like shit like that. So you got to put a Tranglo and a Liang, 2 banks in between America, which is Ripple, and China. I mean, that's just what they're doing. Do you see that? So Ripple's all over it. Same thing in the United Arab Emirates. I've gone over all the direct connections. You put 1 to 2 banks in there, and the Saudis don't get mad at the Iranians, and the Iranians don't. Dumb shit. Let's see here. Hulk, what I miss? Now, come on, Dup. You're late. You're 20 minutes late to class. Go by the attendance office and get a slip. The Unbearable Bull said XRP settlement soon. Hulk, what's the truth? Oh, so Bearable Bull, he was the one that also told you to buy FTX. I could play the video. I stored it on my phone. So the Unbearable Bull said the settlement's coming soon, but he was also telling you to buy FTX. It's one of my most bullish. Da, 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 da. Okay, so he said it. So fuck what? What the fuck does that mean? Have I ever told you to buy FTX? No, dumbass has. So I don't care what these fucking stupid losers on YT say. All right. They're telling you buy gold cards, buy paintings, get FTX. They're telling you to do all this dumb fucking shit. All right. And then they have their little courses and they're telling you to buy this because they get all the percentages when your stupid ass goes and buys these useless NFTs, which get hacked anyway. 40% of NFTs get hacked. I don't care what these motherfuckers say. Can only keep side chicks around if they keep it hush hush. I don't know anything about that, but I could appreciate the money for the tequila. I don't condone that shit. Hey, man, we're all young once. You make mistakes and shit, all right? So, Bitboy and Bearable. I mean, Beavis and Butthead. All right, let's go to the next. Let me click out of these articles here so I don't. Well, okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's just do it. You're terminated. 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 Okay. Now I got more room here. Where are we at? Let me see where I'm going here. SIBA Bank. Okay, this is kind of fun. We're going to discuss, again, Asia. I'm going to talk about Asia. I'll talk about Asia. So I'll send you this articulo. New people, you have homework. It's to read every single fucking article I put up. So I want you to get smart very quickly. This is a working channel. If I have to sit around and at 10, 11 at night and look for articles all over the internet that nobody talks about, that's really super important, then you got to fucking read this shit. Dummies. S44BZ. Yes, these same dummies sell you financial products with the same breath. They tell you not financial advice. Look, I've been watching all these little assholes for like 3 years, so I'm just telling you what the game is. I chose not to do that, all right? I chose to do what I think is best, to be part of the solution and not part of the fucking problem. When these motherfuckers pulling in 20, 30,000 a month, you got this one dude's like, I'm not a financial advisor, but my sponsor's having a sale today, and all you gotta do is put $10,000 down. And oh, I only need $10,000 to put on XRP, huh? Well, fuck, hook me up. I'll put 20 or 30,000 down. And then I'm gonna load up on, what does he say? I'm gonna load up on PolySign again. Well, you gotta, I think, purchase like 5,000 a time for. Hey, it must be nice having 25, 30,000 bucks to lay down on a weekend. All right. I don't have it like that. This channel is not designed for that. This channel is the reality channel, okay? Finally made it to the show. Johnny Flores. Okay, I sent you the article. I'm not distracted anymore. Hong Kong accelerator looking to help 1,000 Web3 startups in the next 3 years. This article is important again because I'm showing you right here what's not happening in America, or really Europe for that. Yeah, it could be in Europe, but I'm telling you, Hong Kong is going crazy. Now, they first started off Okay, I'm trying to give you a little history on this. Hong Kong used to be Chinese, then the British took it over, and then they had to give it up in like 1992 or 1996 or something, or give it kind of back to the Chinese or whatever the hell. Hong Kong went from like a completely desolate area to just skyscrapers and a major, major business hub. Okay. They have a special business district. I think the Chinese kind of kept their hands off it and it just boom, it grew up like massive. Okay. That's capitalism, not communism. But then what happened with the crypto is it took off in Hong Kong, but the Chinese came in and shut it all down. Then everybody left. And then Hong Kong was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you got to ease up a little bit, China, because we're trying to make some money over here. And you just like shut it all down with this. Get rid of Bitcoin. It's bad. So Hong Kong is really going crazy here. They're aggressive in a good way. They want 1,000 new like Web3 startups in the next 3 years. Like America's not doing this shit. It's talking about here how they're going to change their crypto laws next year. Everything's happening next year. That's why I'm showing you this again. Like I don't care what's going on in America. This is all just fake shit. I get my news from what's going on in the rest of the world, not United States. United States is just so stupid. Okay, it's ridiculous. I look at every other country. When I want crypto news, I look everywhere but America. So you've also got something called ZA Bank right here, and it says and government resources. So what you got is China trying to get this Web3 going so they can be a world superpower. I don't blame them. Our government's dumb as fuck. Oh, crypto's bad. These dumbasses we got working for us. I swear to God. Hong Kong's getting all anti-money laundering and stuff like that. They're going to have really good record keeping on virtual asset service providers. Now, this is what I thought was very interesting down at the bottom, all the way at the end, where nobody reads except Crypto Hulk. It says, additionally, Switzerland, you always got to watch Switzerland. These people, that's where the rich, 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 secret, hush, hush family, it starts with a letter R and has a child in it, which I'm not going to say the name of that family. They're all out of these little massive families are hanging out in Luxembourg and Switzerland, and maybe one's hanging out in Russia or something. You got 10 families running the world, all right? Here you have something called SEBA Bank, SEBA, and they expanded into Hong Kong. So now you got a Swiss bank going into Hong Kong last month. All of a sudden now, right? Very interesting. Well, we're going to do a little. I know I said we weren't going to have any more deep dives, but okay, this is the last one. Trying to get you to learn here. Well, look what comes up when I did a little search on SEBA. So notice, this is about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. That's all, 2.5 years ago. In France, they've been dragging this thing out for so long. In France, they were testing CBDCs. This shit's 2.5 years ago. Like I told you, all the stuff's done. They're faking with you, all right? Oh, we got to look at this and we got to run this test. And no, you're all fucking done, liars, all right? Crypto Hulk knows. Do you think you really need 2.5 fucking years to do this shit? Here's where the fake out comes in. Here's just some of the names of the banks that did this study in France. Accenture Bank, Ripple Partner. Well, what's the next one, Crypto Hulk? HSBC, one of the top 3 banks in the world. Ripple Partner, by the way, not a big fucking deal, right? Then you got SEBA right in there. Huh. Very interesting, Crypto Hulk. They're working on CBDCs, and then SEBA goes to Switzerland, opens up a branch. I wonder what they're doing over there in Hong Kong. Swiss bank goes to Hong Kong, Crypto Hulk. When you got these Ripple companies going, They're working on a CBDC. They're working together with SIBA. They're all working together to solve a CBDC problem. Two of these three banks are Ripple partners. I haven't looked up the other ones. I'm sure they probably will be close to that. But they use these little shell companies. I don't have time to do all this research, but hey, if 2 out of 3 of them that I know are Ripple partners, then you've probably got half to 70% of Ripple partners. I just wanted to show you how France 2.5 years ago was doing CBD tests with some of the biggest banks in the world, Ripple partners. And then I'm going to click out of that article. And then they go to Hong Kong and what? Nothing's going on in Hong Kong, right? Oh, no. Ripple is now set up in Hong Kong, and SIBA is right there, in my opinion. Okay. Charles Looney is back. Julie Renee is here. Who else showed up late? Did you show up late? It's 30 minutes. I think somebody needs a late slip from the attendance office. So I'm clicking out of the Hong Kong. You cannot click out of Hong Kong. Okay. Oh, here's a cool article. It's the same one. It's about SIBA in Hong Kong. Copy. I'll do a paste here for you so you can learn. We got to learn on Crypto Hulk channel. All right, we got to do our work. We're not going to sit around brain dead for 10 minutes on this show. All right, here's the title. Crypto Bank SIBA opens office in Hong Kong as the city aims to reclaim crypto hub status. Crypto Bank SIBA has opened an office in Hong Kong to drive its APAC, Asia Pacific growth. The move comes as Hong Kong lays plans to become a crypto hub again. Remember, I told you years ago, 2008, 9, 10, Hong Kong was massive with crypto. Chinese came in, shut it down, okay? Hong Kong's trying to go back to that. They're probably telling China, look, dude, we need some fucking money around here. They keep talking about crypto hub, and then they got Singapore, as we know, is all in deep. Singapore is all in deep with XRP, not a big secret. Hong Kong, Singapore, all these things, China. I've showed you all the links already. HSBC is right in there with Ripple. So I just wanted to let you know that. And that's it. Let me check some comments real quick. 32 minutes. Okay, good. Just got in the UK. Flight sucked. I know. Flights do suck. What's going on? Hulk going to have to catch up, says T-Mac. Ooh, well, you got 3 videos today to catch up with. All right. Next, I've got 1, 2. Oh, damn, this one. Project Hamilton. Okay. This one is a goodie. I'm definitely going to copy and paste it for you to study. Damn, Crypto Hulk. I got all this shit I got to read. Yeah. That's why this channel is an education. It's not, it can be entertaining at times. I don't design it for that. I design my channel to educate you to where you're smart and you know all kinds of shit that's going on in the world. All right. So when you hear people like JP Morgan boss say, oh, crypto has no use, you look at that guy and you're like, dude, you're such a fucking liar. Because Crypto Hulk is showing us how the whole fucking world banking system, JP Morgan, liar, they're using all the Ripple crypto stuff in the ledger. They're using it. What do you mean it has no use? What a fucking dumbass. Okay. I've done studies. I've done deep dives on different projects. Singapore project, the Canada project. Here's Project Hamilton. All of it's got Ripple XRP. I've shown the connections in all these. Singapore Monetary Authority working with the Hong Kong Monetary, and they're doing this crypto, and you got this thing where Ripple's there, and they're testing it with Ethereum, and you know Ethereum's a pile of shit. That's why they stopped doing proof of work. So it's just, you know, it's all Ripple in the end. Okay. Now, just so you know, Massachusetts Institute of Technology is involved here. They are a validator or a node on the Ripple network, meaning every day thousands of times a day, they process Ripple transactions. Just thought I'd let you know that. They're working with the Boston Federal Reserve Office. They're working on CBDCs. Oh, by the way, we did a story a few weeks ago where I think Singapore was utilizing XRP and they had MIT helping them with their CBDC, their project Songbird or whatever the hell it was. Just thought I'd put that out there too. It's all Ripple related. Here's another one. Project Hamilton has concluded weeks after legislators' inquiry, according to the Boston Federal. Here's the deal. Let me read. There was a 2-year project that was done, and it produced a white paper. And a white paper, what that means is you explain you did a scientific or whatever experiment, and you explain what you found and why it's important. That's a white paper. Anything that's a big deal has a white paper. It's kind of like your final exam in school, or if you're going for a master's, it's your thesis or something like that, you know. Um, but anyhow, with the Fed's paper at MIT, Project Hamilton, the research project of the United States Federal Reserve. This is massive news right here. Like, if I'm going to read any news article today, it's going to be this one. The research project of the United States Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and MIT Ripple partner announced its conclusion in the run-up to Christmas. The 2-year project looked at the technical aspects of the hypothetical United States digital dollar. This is amazing. Project Hamilton took critical early steps towards a deeper understanding of how money might work better for everybody. Yeah, JP Morgan, maybe you ought to read this. JP Morgan ought to watch this channel, because then they'll understand, because they act like they just don't understand the value of crypto and that investors just don't understand. Oh, okay. Well, how the fuck do I understand it? I'm not even worth 1 billionth of what these motherfuckers are worth, right? Boston Fed Executive Vice President Jim Cunha said in a statement announcing the conclusion, meaning they are done, our Federal Reserve is done studying the CBDC. In February, the Technologically Agnostic Project released a white paper. It had 2 versions, and they talk about distributed ledger technology. Gee, I wonder which one fucking won. They talk about this. Oh, you're going to love it. Programmability, interoperability. So now we've got a distributed ledger technology, and it's interoperable. It's used for banks. Gee, everybody, what crypto works with central banks is DLT, and it's interoperable. Gee, I just have no fucking idea. Just none at all. Never guess it in a million years. And especially with MIT there as a validator on the Ripple network, I just have no idea what fucking crypto they're talking about right now. Huh. Heavens to Betsy. What happened was this. Here's why they started talking about this and coming out with a white paper. Okay, here's why. Tom Emmer. Tom Emmer's a congressman. The guy's amazing. He's the one always cracking the whip to get these fucking people to publish their results. Tom Emmer was saying, hey, why aren't you talking about this project? He put their feet to the fire. Tom Emmer got with like 9 other congresspeople. Yeah, it says here, Project Hamilton was the subject of a letter from 9 United States legislators, and it was headed by Tom Emmer. They sent a letter, a nastygram, to the Boston Federal Reserve, and they wrote, there has been insufficient visibility into the interaction between Project Hamilton and the private sector. Tom Emmer and these 9 Congress people are like, hey, Federal Reserve, what the fuck's going on? We don't want you to make a Federal Reserve CB. We don't like something private where you can't be watching what everybody's doing. Tom Emmer and these Congress people reported their concern about future CBDCs because there's no privacy in them. So Tom's like, we need to have a report right now. That's the only reason the Fed did this shit. But wait a minute. Oh, we can have a little fun here. Hold on, let me do a little research for a second. There's something very interesting with the last part of this article. I want to show you something here. You're gonna fucking love it. All right. I had to think real quick, and it gets tougher when you hit 52 to think. If you look at the very bottom down here, it says since February, the DCI has picked up new partners. So that's like the Hamilton Project, right? Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, what are the new partners' names? Well, one is called the Bank of England, and the other is called the Bank of Canada. And if you've been on my show a while, hold on a second, you're going to see this. So, United States is doing the study of CBDCs, and other people are joining. So, gee, it looks like the Bank of America. Oh, Ripple partner. Ain't that something? What a coincidence, Crypto Hulk. I mean, really? Hold on a second. This is for the new people to let you know when your friends that are stupid tell you all this stuff about Ripple being sued and they know nothing what they're talking about. Here's the Bank of England, because remember they had 2 new partners when this CBDC was done with the Federal Reserve. Now look at this. Bank of England, Ripple partner. It says this is a Bank of England website, bankofengland.co.uk, and it says Bank of England at the top. It says Ripple proof of concept. We carried out a proof of concept with Ripple, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Yeah. Got it like that, right? So it appears to me, I know I'm probably stretching it a wee bit, but it appears very clear after reading it and seeing that the partners that they're joining together with the Federal Reserve just happen to be Ripple partners. No, that's just a coincidence, right? And then the JP Morgan guy's like, crypto has no use. Okay, you know what has no use? That dumbass that works at JP Morgan. He has no use. That's faux show. Now, to piggyback on the dumbass at JP Morgan, we have one in America, and he's a congressperson who's probably just as dumb as the JP Morgan guy. His name is Tester, U.S. Senator Tester. Sounds like testicles. That's probably what he's got in his brain, testicles. I want you to see this article to see how these dummies. So first we got JP Morgan saying all kinds of dumb shit, that crypto has no use for institutional investors and blah, blah, blah. All that's dumb shit because they're lying to you. Crypto Hulk never lies to you. Always tell you the truth. I expose fraud people. Here we have a U.S. Senator. His name is John Tester. He said during a recent interview, he's a Democrat, of course, and he shared his thoughts on crypto. He was on an NBC news program. Okay, that's communist. So an NBC communist news channel. Okay. Well, that's right. The Chinese Communist Party, they hate crypto. They like blockchain, but they hate crypto. So same thing with the Communist Channel NBC. And John Tester, the testicleless man, let's see what this dumbass says. When the fake news reporter, Todd is his name on NBC, he's a fake news reporter. He asked Tester if crypto should be banned or regulated. The senator of Montana, oh God, I feel sorry for you. I'm sure you're more sorry for me. I live in California. I understand, my friends. We got the dumbasses here in mass droves. John Tester says it. Look, one or the other. It's not been able to pass the smell test for me. And you look at his picture down there, and he's all smiling like he's got a donut shoved up his ass or something because he's only had like 3 million donuts in his life. No big deal, right? He says, I have not been able to find anybody who's able to explain to me what's there other than synthetics. And the problem is that if we regulate crypto, it may give the ability of people to think it's real. Oh, so what John Tester is saying, here we go. I'm going to do the atomic drop. I'm going to pick this dude up, turn him upside down, and drop him on his head right now. So, John Tester says that if we regulate crypto, it's going to give people the ability to think that it's real. So, John, I have a question for you, my low IQ friend. So, when Ripple joins with Liang Bank in China, when Ripple joins with Bank of Canada, with the Federal United States Federal Reserve Bank in Boston, also in Bank of England joins in, and we all use these, and they all test these cryptos, which is Ripple, and it works. And they're sending billions of dollars around the world every year, Johnny boy. Is that fake? No, John, what's fake is you on TV. That's what's fake, John. What's fake is how you're a senator in Montana. John, that's what's fake. Okay? And that news channel you're on, that's fake news as well. We can talk about fake, John, if you want, okay? That's not a problem because you're showing how fucking retarded you are, and I'm exposing it right here. I think I'll leave it at that. I think the point is well made. You have the article, you can go read it and see how stupid John is. John the Tester, huh? Okay. Okay. Just like that. They're all clowns. Isn't it sad? Crypto She-Hulk, like these people we have that are like senators, like this guy's for real. Well, he makes probably, I know he's a liar, but he's like, if we legislate crypto, then people will think that it's real. So he's saying crypto's fake. That is amazing. How you become a senator and say something like that, that's showing you have testicles in your head for brains. No wonder we're like 27 trillion in debt because we got people like this. I never thought I'd be in America and have to deal with these dumbasses. How far are we at? 48 minutes. I'm just going to speak really quickly on this one. This is the last article. I'll send you the link. Copy. And then I need to get some Patron in my bloodstream for real. All right. Brazil. This is very good news, everybody. You've got today, I already announced in my earlier shows, Japan comes out and says in 2023, they're going to basically open up stable coins, which is code for crypto. We know in Hong Kong in 2023, they're going to open up the market for crypto. We know in Brazil, right here in this article, Brazil, other Latin American countries move to regulate crypto. That's going to be a very good thing for those of us that have good crypto and not the dumb shit, all right? The crypto winter has, okay, let me just go through this real quick. Latin America is becoming a powerhouse in the crypto industry, and the regulators have laid the foundation to regulate the space this year. Are you hearing this? I'll read it again. All through Latin America. They list some countries here. I'll name them off: Brazil, Panama, Paraguay, Honduras, Guatemala. They mentioned Honduras again, and Argentina. All have a unique footing in establishing their own defined. Now they just happen to listen. Also have they all these countries I just named. Listen, have a unique footing in establishing their own defined crypto regulation. Wow, wow, wow. How did they figure all this out? Well, Crypto Hulk, you've been reading about how the Bank of International Settlements and all these big company, what's their names again? Because there's a lot of them. The BIS, Bank of International Settlements, the International Monetary Board, Financial Stability Board, Basel. Remember that Basel? You got the CPMI group, the IOSCO. You got FATF, which is FATF. That is what Crypto Hawk was showing you that one day when I was teaching you all about that. Oh, they got them. They got the email. They got the templates. They got a very easy template to follow. And just like that, one day, bam, $1,000 XRP. Maybe goes straight to 10. Because it sounds to me like they have their own defined crypto regulations. Wow. With advances in crypto innovations that have seen countries like Honduras establish locations like the Bitcoin Valley. Well. My goodness, how quickly we move up silently. It's like it's all done kind of like quietly. You'll see. And you got all these Asian countries ready to go. Like I'm telling you, everybody, like it's all coming together. Lest we get into Palau. Okay, I got to do this last one. I know the last one was the last one, but this one is definitely the last one. Well, that's what you said about the last one. You said the last one was the last one. Hey, you know what? Quit making me argue with myself on TV, all right? It's embarrassing. All right, here's the last one, definitely. Now, this is a very big deal. Ripple is going to have a use case, and which it already does. I mean, we just been over like they're only banking with all the banks in the world. That's not a big deal, right? But we've got the Republic of Palau is working with Ripple to create a national stable coin. Okay. You can call it a CBDC if you want, whatever. I know I heard some other people talk about this article. The one guy who's not a financial advisor, he spent probably 5 seconds on this article. We're going to spend just a little bit more than that, aren't we? Because there's way more to it. I'm just not trying to get headlines. Republic of Palau is working with Ripple to create a stable coin. And then you go on to like the next fucking article. Are you fucking serious? That shows all you're trying to do is create hype. Damn shame. But I'll call out all the dumb shit I see. What I found interesting in this article, I read it a few hours ago, it was that you've got this little island nation. Ripple's been right there helping them. You had CZ, which is that guy Changpeng Zhao. He showed up to talk to the president there. And guess what? Vitalik Buterin showed up there. That's pretty cool. This little tiny island chain, 500 islands. What do you call it? The archipelago? Like, what is. I forgot the name of the little island chain that they're in. I think it's some kind of archipelago or something. But their president's name is Suranjal S. Whips, WHIPPS Jr., and that's a junior, stating that the country's IT team was actively working with Here we go. Blockchain company Ripple Labs. Ripple is going to use this little tiny country as its springboard. They're getting it's like a test for the rest of the world to see. They're going to get this little island going. They're so lucky. This is so cool. You got Ripple in that country, like teaching these people. That is so awesome. They're going to have all cryptoed out. It's all gonna be ready to go. They're gonna start sending money all around the world and do all these things. And America's gonna be like, oh, what about January 6th?
They say, is Donald Trump an intellectual? Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
Oh yeah, January 6th, January 6th. Oh, the Russians. They're all not okay. We spent 3 years on the Russians. That was a fake story. Okay, but the January 6th one, that's definitely a real story. Man, I'm so sick of this fucking dumb shit. Hey, Congress, how about you do this? Get your thumb out your ass, shut down the borders, and let's work on some crypto to where we can all be rich. Okay? How about doing this fucking shit? Yeah, the archipelago of over 500 islands is part of Micronesia in the Western Pacific. It's explained that such a small country had to diversify its economy. They got some cool stuff going on. Ripple's doing some stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but you had Shangpeng Zhao, who visited Palau and worked with them on their digital residency program. Very cool. And again, here, like I said, Vitalik Buterin came in and was talking to him about ID ecosystems and stuff. That is very, very cool. I like to see that. I hope that little country just goes right with it with NFTs and just rapidly advances. That would be so cool. So I gave you that article to see, didn't I? Yeah, okay, right up there. All right. Red Pill Cairo. Tell it like it is. Hulk, you look tired. Make sure you rest well. I am tired. Oh yeah, I did like 2 shows in the morning. I got this one, and somebody wrecked my car yesterday, so that fucking stressed me out. I couldn't really barely sleep. Got like it's like I was awake the whole fucking night. So I'm gonna take down some tequila after this. I'm gonna read through all the comments and shit. Arc Archipelago says Michael Tao. Algo is supposed to be running the Italy's CBDC. I went over the Algorand already about a week ago. 420 high guy. What Algo is doing is working with Italy to work on loan insurance. So, like, if a bank takes a loan, Algo writes it down. I forgot the article completely, but they're working with the banking industry where if an insurance company makes a loan, they need like insurance. So they work with crypto to document all stuff. And if the bank takes a loan, then they need to have an insurance company back them up. So it's kind of like that. I don't understand the banking industry, but Algorand, yeah. Like if you guys get any of the ISOs that are right now 20022 certified, I mean, it don't matter. Pick what, dump everything you have into put it in Algo, or like any of them, you'll be rich. Okay, it doesn't matter. If it has a good use case, it'll be rich. The different cryptos do different things. Like XRP only does certain things. That's where Algorand comes in. That's where VeChain, which is not ISO, but just I love VeChain. That's where VeChain will come in and do what it has to do. Hulk for president. Oh God, no! It's not even. Look, I just want a simple life. I don't want to have to be running this fucking country. No, I don't care how much you pay me. I just want my life back. If car is fixable, in your opinion, when they say it's a total loss, buy it from them for a fraction of the price. Fix it, keep it, or sell it. The door where you open the rear door, the frame goes over the wheel and shit. That's like pushed in like 2 inches. The guy like hit it with his truck. It's a 1999 Chevy 1500, and the sucker's heavy. It's like twice the 3 times. It's like a fucking Sherman tank. And when it hit my fucking car, it like bent, it pushed the door in, but the solid fucking frame around it, that shit's pushed in. My car got its shit pushed in. Um, and it's just, I don't know. Now I had a mechanic look at it that I know. And he's like, dude, that's fucked. He's like, he's like, that's a bent frame or they damaged the frame. He's like, that car's probably going to be totaled out. I'm like, what? Now, he's not a body guy, but he's just like, I would have no idea how to get that out. And I'm like, oh shit. Because you can't go behind it because it's like solid. You can't like pound that shit out. So I don't know. I mean, this is like my third car now, literally in 3 years. The first one got destroyed in an accident. I had it for a year. That's why my back got fucked up. So this dude totaled out my Infinity. I had it a year. I got a second one. Had that maybe almost two. Somebody hit the back and it had some other problems. So I turned that car in a year early on the lease, took a hit. It had damage on it and stuff. So I get this one. I'm like, okay, it's a white one. So you think, it's a holy color. No, this motherfucker hits my car and it might be totaled. I'm like, fuck, this will be like my fourth Infinity in like 3 years. Now I'm leasing this shit, so I don't have to pay when these assholes destroy the car. But like, I'm thinking, I don't know, my friends and family, like, dude, maybe you should just get a Lexus or something instead of an Infinity. Maybe there's some kind of bad juju or something. I don't know. What is Terry Hulk for liquor czar? No, I was a liquor czar like Christmas Eve and shit. No more. I gotta be cool. Now New Year's, I'm going to really, really nice place. Where's it put it? People totaled two of my Infinities. My wife said I never can get another one, so we got a Lexus. That's what I'm see. I got a Lexus 430. Well, I gotta look because Infinities are cheaper than Lexus. I only got so much money. Lexus, like for what my Infinity has, a Lexus would be like 15,000 more. I'm like, fuck. So that's why I got the Infinities. It's way cheaper. You get like 300 horsepower, Bose stereo and shit, and all luxuried out. Lexus would probably be at least 15, 20,000 more. So I'm like, fuck it. But okay. End of the year pricing. Okay. Crypto Shield. I have a 2005 Corvette. Oh my god. All right. I think we're about done. Yeah. We learned a lot today. That'll be a wrap. I'm in need of some tequila. I'll see all you guys tomorrow. I'll try to find news. If I can find news that's worthy, then I'll be on there.